The Fungis. We're
back,
baby. Hi, Amanda.
Hey.
That's fun guy Amanda over there, y'all. What's up? What have we been up to? The people want to know. The people want to know what we've been up to.
We've been missing for months.
You've been missing for months.
We have been busy. Like, I don't know if you want to tell everybody the business, but
We can tell people the business,
I
you know?
think pretty much everybody knows.
Yeah, everybody who knows us. But those... We need to open some windows, boy. I bet you that feels so great. Right now we're in no AC.
Our AC broke. our hot water broke.
Which you would think. You would think that this would be like the perfect combination, right? Your AC broke, but your hot water broke too. Therefore, you could take a cold shower. It's not. It's not pleasant. It's the worst. It hurts so bad.
Well, because you're sweating all day and you get like 5 seconds of relief while you're in the shower. But then it's so cold while you're in there.
Right.
It's torture.
It's the worst. It's the worst thing. I like it warm. Okay, I don't like it too hot. I don't like it too cold. This was like ice bath.
It was. Yeah.
It's like if there was something I could compare it to, but like it would be the opposite. It would be like a jacuzzi. Like a hot tub. Because
I gotta be honest, this past week I like really went into the office every day because I wanted some AC.
Yeah, I've been driving to work sooner.
Just for 5 minutes of AC.
Right. Just because I'm like...
You don't realize how wonderful it is until you don't have it.
Oh my goodness. But there's some wind going on. I can see the trees moving right now. And it's getting dark.
Hopefully it rains and we keep power.
Yeah, hopefully
Fingers
it rains.
crossed.
We cool down. We keep some power. Our AC went out after the power went out. It stopped working then.
That is true. Anyways.
Something happened. Oh, we can catch up. We got a 45-minute episode here, and I got about 10, maybe 5 to 10 minutes of content.
Well, we don't have to worry about the AC and the water for too long because we're hopefully moving.
Yeah, hopefully we're moving to our own home. And then we are going to have to do all the stuff that we don't want to do with this house.
Then we have to get our own AC
AC,
fixed
right.
and our own water fixed.
But thanks to you guys, we have the money to do that. We've gotten so many views in the last 3 months that, it's all thanks to you.
Joke's on you, Jack.
Oh, that's not me. Oh, wait, we're not getting paid?
You thought.
Oh, my goodness.
So that's what's been going on the last couple months. We've been busy doing home stuff, and it hasn't been finished yet, but we're getting there slowly and surely.
Did they know about basil?
Ooh.
Look at me. I am wet. This is nasty, dude.
Stop.
I'm wet. I'm over here just straight sweating bullets, and I'm not even wearing a shirt.
Jack never sweats, but this kid, his whole head is wet. He's got pools of sweat in his clavicle. Isn't that what this thing is called?
Oh, yeah,
Your like chest,
That's the collarbone.
Your collarbone. What's your clavicle?
I don't know.
I think it's this thing.
Oh.
Anyways.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if I do have some pools there.
Your forearm is sweating. You know it's bad if your forearm is sweating.
Blah, blah. Man. Just from doing the little things of like going to the garage, grabbing the new mic stand or the old mic stand. It's just new to you guys. And just moving that. Like, seriously. I did like 1 second of hard labor, and that was just like walking, and now I'm a mess.
So, I I think that's enough about us. Like,
no.
do you have a story?
I mean,
Do you
do we
facts?
have stories
Do
and
you have
facts?
something?
Oh, about my animal, the fungi animal.
Yeah.
Oh, so you want me to go first?
I can't remember. Was I going first before, or were you?
Oh well, I mean like the last time, because remember we were doing alternations.
No, we weren't. One of us was
Yeah.
going first, and the other one was. But there was only 3 episodes. So.
And 2 of them were actually on topic. The first one was like whatever. Well, I mean, you know what? I think that
Also, guys, our new motto, because Jack does not want to edit this, is if you hear it cuss, it's on you, not on us.
yeah.
So it's gonna be raw, no filter. Well, a little bit of filter.
Dude, I used to have to edit right after talking this stuff, you know? And that's just too much for a podcast, in my opinion. But the thing is that also, a lot of people do podcasts and they're no good at it. And so why I stopped why we stopped, I guess, but it was mostly me.
I guess we owe people an explanation.
Yeah, we owe them an explanation.
Those 5 people who listen.
What was it, like July 4th weekend or something? Mm-hmm. Well, you know, so we've had all these vacation plans and stuff. And then eventually I was just like, I don't want to go back to doing it because I'm no good at it. But then I'm listening to other people's podcasts recently, and I'm like, I'm no good at it. Shoot, they're no good at it. They, you know, the thing is that when you have topics to talk about, you get to the topic, and it shouldn't be bad at all because it's your topic. But there's people who just be rambling, like talking about, you know, sitting in the pool, watching kids touch their legs. I love kids sitting on my lap.
Stop.
There's just all kinds of stuff, okay? So, like...
You're one of those people who rambles.
But I'm giving an explanation.
Okay.
You know, it's in content. What is
Context?
that? Context. Thank you. But anyway, so here we are. We're back. We're going to do it. It's going to be great. You guys are going to love it. We're about to be 8 minutes in.
But if you hear a cuss, it's not on us.
If you hear a cuss, it's not on us. It's on you. Close your ears.
Close your ears.
No.
Beep.
But for the most part, this will always be.
You have to beep ourselves.
This will always be a kids friendly.
Beep. Do it again, so I can beep.
This will always be a
Beep.
kids friendly.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, remember.
Sorry.
Well, that's it. Okay. So, for the most part, this is a good show. There ain't no question about that. We're the best in the biz. So
Get
today,
your story rolling.
My story rolling. I don't got a story. I just
Rolling.
got information.
Rolling. Get your story rolling. Okay. I think that's like we gotta pay people to do that.
So, have you ever heard of a shoebill?
This is an animal?
Yes.
No.
Okay.
Wait, is it a duck?
Uh,
Is it in the water?
It's in the water.
Is it like a platypus or a what's that one thing called? Am I thinking of a platypus?
No, well, I mean,
No.
you might be thinking of a platypus.
Okay, well, what is it?
It's a stork.
Oh.
Yeah, so
Okay.
you were pretty much right when you were making the hand. She was making the hand motions to go
Well,
dive
I was thinking
underground.
of like a platypus like diving underwater. So this is more land or not land, air
Well,
creature.
no.
Okay.
So it's like a duck.
Can you describe what it looks like?
Yes.
Okay.
It's about So I mean, can I get to that?
Oh, sorry. I thought you might want to describe it before you start selling information about it.
Well, that was part of the information I was going to give.
Oh, okay.
Excuse me. Yeah, we're not editing that out.
Nope. Listen to it with your ear holes.
But you might want to look up a picture of it real quick.
I'll look it up.
Yeah, take a look at it.
What was it called? Shoebill?
Shoebill stork.
Okay, so you start doing your thing, and I'm gonna look it up.
Okay, well, it can be found in the marshlands of East Africa. So if you're ever planning on taking a trip to East Africa, you will run across one of these. Maybe. And I'll tell you why.
Whoa, wait. Okay. So I just looked up a picture. This thing looks huge. How big? This looks like on... Have you ever watched Harry Potter? Harry Potter?
I haven't, no.
Are you serious?
I've seen one movie, but no, I haven't watched Harry Potter.
This looks like... Okay, I'm not a big Harry Potter fan, so I forget what the creature is called, but
Gimli.
Gimli. It looks like that. Obviously, I'm not a Harry Potter fan because I don't know the name of it. But the creature, the like flying bird creature that stays in the woods, and it's huge, and it's as big as. Oh gosh, now you really know I don't know Harry Potter. It stays with that big hairy man in the woods.
Ham Grills or whatever his name is.
This is so bad. But I think people will know what we're talking about.
Okay.
Just imagine that thing.
Okay. I don't know what that thing is. But this thing, it can get pretty tall.
It looks tall in the pictures.
Well, you don't want to know how tall it can get?
Yeah.
Okay, so you know my little brother Zeke, right?
Yes.
It can get as tall as him, even taller.
So like 5 feet?
Yes.
Something?
Yes, like over 5 feet, but not under 6 feet. But yeah, so it can be found in the marshlands of East Africa. Mm-hmm. And it does this weird thing where it like tap dances with its beak. So, because it's called a shoebill, so it has to tap dance something. It'd be like it sounds like a machine gun. And you can look those.
It's so big.
Right, but like that beak is just so, big.
It's huge.
If you look up the videos on that, you'll hear its name, or you'll hear the sound that comes out of its beak.
Okay, the Harry Potter thing, which I don't even know if I'm saying it right, is a hippogriff.
Let me see it.
Hybrid of a half-horse, half-eagle creature.
Oh.
That's what it looks like, right?
I don't know.
Oh, let me show you.
I don't got no visuals.
I can't believe you haven't watched Harry Potter. Like, I don't like Harry Potter, but still.
I'll get around to it one of these days. See if it's all about the hype, or if it's all about the witchcraft.
It's all about the hype. Look.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a mythical creature thing.
Yeah.
It does kind of look like an eagle face. Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
It does kind of have that eagle leaf.
I guess like that eagle. Yeah, I guess like that hybrid. So it's a gray bird, but like the babies are brown. So like the babies are brown.
They change colors.
And you know what's crazy is I was listening to a sermon. Not a sermon. It was a what are those other things called? Like the school, like a professor does something in front of the class. What's that called? Like not a teach. It's like
a lesson.
Kind of like a lesson, but it'd be like a sermon type thing or whatever. But what are they called?
Just a speech or
an essay.
Okay,
maybe?
yeah, I think.
Okay, so they're
talking.
I was watching one guy in front of the school, and he was talking about how in some places in Africa, you could show them a picture of a dinosaur, and they'll be like, "Okay, I seen that."
Uh-huh.
And it's like, well, dinosaurs don't exist today, and so, but these people believe that they saw something that looked or resembled a dinosaur, and there was something that they showed to the African people where it was like a pterodactyl. Uh-huh. But now I totally, and they were saying, okay, I seen a pterodactyl. Mm-hmm. But now I believe, in some sense, and this is my own theory, that they probably saw this bird.
Yeah.
Because it kind of looks pretty freaky, right? It's very unusual. So, anyways, it's a vulnerable bird. It's on the endangered category list, but under vulnerable,
Vulnerable?
whatever. You know.
So
who knows?
why is it vulnerable and on the endangered species list?
Well, I was going to get to that, but it's habitat destruction, hunting, and capturing. They all contribute. They're all contributing factors on why there is not more of these birds, and I'll get to the numbers later.
The evils of human people. Right?
Well, this bird has been around for a while, but it wasn't until the 19th century, where I feel like everything was discovered in the 19th century, but it wasn't until the 19th century, somebody turned a live specimen into Europe to be examined.
What?
Yeah.
A live specimen of
the bird.
The bird. Okay.
They shipped it up there or something.
Mm-hmm. They were like, "What the heck is this?"
Right.
Tell me. Oh, nobody knows?
It's a shoebill.
So, at that point, was there, very little of them?
There was very little knowledge of them.
Okay. Because people thought they were dinosaurs?
They could have thought they were dinosaurs. Like I said, the bird can reach heights of up to 5 feet.
So, do you know why you said people were poaching them?
Yeah, I don't got no information on that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, is it for meat? Is it for feathers? Is it for that giant beak?
Well, you think that beak could probably be used really well for shoes.
Or for a bowl.
Or for a bowl. Or for a cup.
Mm-hmm.
Or for even a spoon.
Maybe, yeah.
Or for a fork.
Not so much.
Or for
a hat.
A hat to wear on your head.
Child's hat.
The bill of the bird resembles a shoe, and hence where its name comes from. Who would have thunk it?
I don't really think it looks like a shoe.
I think it looks kind of like a shoe.
Maybe like a clog-like shoe. Like
one of those Germany shoes?
Yeah. No, those are Dutch.
Okay.
The wooden ones?
Yeah.
Yeah, like those.
Okay, so you think it looks kind of like that?
Yeah.
That's what I think it looks like too.
Mm-hmm. But it doesn't really have a point to it. It's more like round.
Yeah, it's more like the point going down.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But not even if you look at this one, it does go up. It's just not to a point, spear point.
But it goes up and then it comes straight down because the middle of its mouth is.
Oh, it does. It has a little spike at the end.
Yeah, it got a little spike.
But it's
Which
small.
brings me to my next point. These birds are the masters of the hunt. Now, they do eat vegetation, and their vegetation usually will be, just something, some kind of plant found in the water. But, get this. They stay in the fresh water where the oxygen level is low. So they go to lakes they know where the oxygen level is so extremely low that when the fish have to come surface up to breathe for actual oxygen because the lake or the swamp or whatever, has no oxygen in it, then they see them and they're like, okay, I'm gonna get you.
It's part of the hunt.
It's part of the hunt. It's like such a good strategy. It's like, I want some fish, so instead of going to this nice, clean, clear lake over here, I'm going to go to that dirty one where none of those fish can breathe.
It's like when your mom buys a pack of Oreos and puts it on top of the fridge because you can't touch it when you're a kid. So only she can eat it when she wants to.
Do you really think that's what it's like?
Yes.
So your mom is the master of the hunt?
Yeah, you know how my mom used to hide candy in her bedroom closet because we would never go in there, and then she would save it up for holidays and Christmases. And guess what? We figured out that this is a tangent, but we figured out that she hid the candy in the closet Because one of our dogs went in the closet and ate a bunch of candy.
I think I know what dog that was. Was that Sophie?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sophie will smell her way into anything. Yeah, that's crazy. But I mean, I still don't get the comparison between.
I don't know. It's just
Okay. The master of the hunt, the master of
the mom.
the mom. There you go. These birds, they eat fish and snakes, frogs and turtles.
I thought you said that they were mostly ate plants.
No. They eat if they're gonna eat anything, they're gonna eat vegetation found in swamps.
Oh, okay.
But they'll eat fish, snakes, frogs, turtles, other birds, and even the occasional crocodile.
What?
They're big enough to eat a crocodile.
That's crazy.
Yep. That's the crazy thing. And maybe like a juvenile
I was
crocodile.
gonna say, how are they getting this crocodile? Like, does the shoebill have teeth inside of the beak?
Well, if you look at what the beak can do,
That's true. It doesn't come to an initial point.
the beak is very strong. It sounds like machine guns going off when they clack their jaws. And that's actually like a sort of greeting or something.
It doesn't look like it has teeth or anything on the inside.
I don't think they had teeth. I didn't see nothing about them having teeth.
Yeah. It's kind of creepy, actually. If you're listening, you should look up a picture.
You'll probably like it. You'll probably be like, wow, that's an unusual bird. Just like, you might like think of somebody in your life who's unusual.
Like Jack.
Like me. The shoebill is incredibly patient. So when I was
Like
reading
me.
this, I was thinking, oh, it's like the sloth of birds. It's known for staying still for long periods of time. It also moves like a sloth, so it does these little tricksy type of wading. It's real slow.
It's very predatory. Is that what you're trying to
And
say?
it's predatory.
Like-
But like a sloth isn't predatory, but it's like super slow.
I would say the movement you're making is more like a cat, like ready to pounce. So like getting into play, going slowly until you're ready to go.
Okay, well then he's more like this.
This is the most accurate representation of a bird I've ever seen.
And he's like
Jack
that.
is hunching. Keep doing it. I need to see more. He's hunching, and then he's putting his neck out, and his human-like wings, aka his arms and shoulders, are coming back, and he's pretending to walk forward. Is that what they sound
And
like?
that's my call. Yeah. But okay, so it moves really, really, really slow.
Mm-hmm.
Even slower than what I was just mimicking. But
Did you watch videos of it?
if you saw one from a distance, you would think that it's like a
It's not moving.
still statue.
Oh.
You'd be like, what is that over there in the distance? Oh, that's a bird. No, that's a statue. No, that's a bird. No, that's a statue. No, that's a bird.
No, that's a statue.
No, that's a bird.
No, you didn't.
So, what was your question?
I don't remember.
Oh, I don't remember it either.
It's okay.
But okay, so going back to the numbers of the endangered species list, they're not endangered, but they're vulnerable. So, because they're stay in one particular area, maybe 5,000 to 8,000 of them is a lot for that area. But as far as 5,000 to 8,000 from all of the rest of Africa, that's how many is left in the wilderness. And like I said, the destruction, the capture, the hunting, they're hunting for who knows what, they're capturing them for who knows what. With the destruction of the habitat, I know that they're trying to make a new canal in the East African wilderness there. So they're trying to make a new canal, so they're probably putting some of these birds out of business. However, Yeah, like we're all contributing factors to these birds and
To their environment.
to their environment. And if we want to see the birds last longer, then, you know, let's be a little bit more nicer to Mother Earth.
Save the birds.
And so that's the ending of my segments.
That was good. I didn't know that thing existed, and I am also creeped out that it exists.
Creep out.
Creep out. It's weird and creepy. But I have something a little less weird and a little less creepy.
Go ahead.
Well,
hit me with it.
Maybe creepy.
Is it going to be a Venus flytrap?
You want to guess
Yeah,
all
let me
of
guess
the
a
plants
couple.
in the world?
Something creepy. It's going to be, oh, what about the tallest flower in the world?
No.
Okay.
One more guess. Don't look at my notes. Let me give you a hint.
Okay, give me a hint.
We used to have one of these.
Cactuses.
You killed it.
Cactus.
False.
Wait.
One more guess.
Rubber tree.
No, I still have that. I didn't kill
Oh, I
it.
thought we were trying to kill that.
No, we're trying to sell that.
Okay.
Bamboo.
Oh, bamboo. Bamboo. I love bamboo.
Bamboozle. One time.
I got bamboozled.
One time. We got Jack a bamboo stalk from like Lowe's or Home Depot, and he had it in his basement for probably a year, and that thing grew so much, didn't it?
It did. It grew really, and it grew flowers on the end of it.
Did it really?
Or not flowers, but like those leaves.
It had leaves.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is normal.
Uh-huh.
And then we brought it here, and
Put it in the sun.
it died.
We put it right in the sun. Like, we put it on this shelf I'm looking at right here with all the other,
Okay, the thing
like,
is,
aloe plants.
once you have like 50 plants, it's hard to take care of all of them and all of their needs.
You know
That's
what?
why I'm trying to reduce.
I like how you love your plants, and I like how you make it very planty in here. But I bet you that half of these plants are contributing to the humidity in this house right now, and I think it's time we cut down.
No.
And if you know what, you're with me, give me a like and a subscribe.
I'm gonna cut you down before I cut my plants down. Okay, so do you want to hear facts about bamboo and why
Yeah.
we should have kept it alive?
Sure.
Okay, and then I have a little story.
Okay.
Okay, so bamboo.
That wasn't your little story?
That was a pre-story.
Okay.
That was a story about you, not about bamboo. Okay, so bamboo is actually grass.
No.
Yes.
No. That has wood in the middle of it.
You can't just deny the fact.
That's not grass. That's wood.
It's not a plant. It's not a tree. It's a type of grass. And it's considered the fastest growing grass.
That boy does not grow fast. I tell you what. How is it the fastest growing grass?
Probably not in a little tiny container in a bedroom. But if you have it in the right environments, it's going to grow at the right pace.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So some can grow. There's different types. There's different species. And I didn't write it down, but there was like over 1,000 different species
Of bamboo.
Yes.
That's surprising.
And a certain one can grow up to 3 feet in 24 hours.
That's the one we need.
I know. You know what we need to do? Just rip out all of our grass in our yard and just
Put
grow bamboo.
Bamboos. Yeah.
Yes.
Bamboo shoots.
And then we can chop it down and eat it for dinner.
Do bamboos, do they produce rice?
Jack,
I'm being serious.
just shut off the podcast.
Okay.
Are you serious?
I mean, yeah. Well, what's a rice?
Well, a rice is a whole different plant.
Okay, well, we'll get to that when we get to that.
Well, okay. Well, maybe that'll be for next week. We'll do a whole stir fry episode. All that.
It feels like I'm in a stir fry right now.
So bamboo can create more oxygen than a tree. 35% more.
No way.
Isn't that crazy?
That's crazy.
And
Who'd have thunk it?
they can be stronger than steel. it's super resistant and has been used in the past, and I don't know about current, but has been used in the past to build suspension bridges in China for over 1,000 years.
That's
Can you
good.
imagine walking on a bamboo bridge? Like, would you trust that?
I mean, after I hear this podcast, yeah, I'll trust it, but not.
You go to China and they're like, "Sir, this is our tourist attraction. You walk across this bamboo bridge we made 1,000 years ago.
They're like, please take your car across it. We'll look at our engineering.
Drive across our bamboo bridge."
This is not mass produced. Okay, this is not like our toys. Please drive this across.
I think things were a little different 1,000 years ago in
Yeah.
terms of China's production.
It was probably great. Those people they're very smart.
They're also, not only with bridges, bamboo's used, but also in 15% of housing structure around the world.
15%?
Yes.
Huh. What are they making?
Houses.
I-
With
like-
bamboo.
Hmm.
Like as the frame, I believe.
Okay.
I might just be making that part up about what part of the house it's used in.
Well, they
but
probably do it like, how there's,
like
you,
in
you
rural
would have like
China.
you would have like with how they make construct or like actual buildings is they have like a metal frame, and
Yeah.
then they pour the cement in, whatever. But I'm sure that's probably what they use rather than the metal is the bamboo.
Right, that's what I mean. Like it's like the very most structural part of the home. Because if it's as strong as steel, then why not?
Right.
If you don't have anything else, or if you want to use something that's like useful and not mass produced, or you know what I mean.
Right.
Having little children go into caves and get that for you. No, you can just chop it down in your backyard.
Right.
Okay, so you can use it as a house, you can use it as a home, you can also use it in your food.
Okay, yeah, this was what I got excited about when you said we can eat it. Okay, tell me
Yeah.
about some bamboo we can eat.
Okay, so it's nutritious food source for both humans and animals. It provides fiber and potassium. Say goodbye to bananas.
Can we give some to Basil?
I don't know. I'd have to look it
We gotta look that up.
up.
Because I want to try to give him a bamboo shoot.
I feel like it would be like watermelon. You know how you eat like a bamboo shoot and it's just like
Water.
fibrous water? Yeah, like that. So it probably wouldn't be that.
But
bad.
like, so there's 5,000 different species of this bamboo or whatever there was. Or how many you said there
I
was?
think it was over 1,000.
Over 1,000, okay. So there must be one with like a little bit added sugar.
I'm sure that you could like make it into something else. You know what I mean? Like you could reproduce in different ways. Like, oh, this is the sweetest bamboo, and this is the sweetest bamboo in this population. So let's produce them together and make an even sweeter bamboo. Like with any plant or animal or little puppy.
Right, right.
You get to make it the way you want to make it because we're evil humans. So pandas, elephants, chimps, and something called a gillies
Gillies.
are the animals that like to eat these. I tried to Google a gilly, and legitimately nothing came up.
I don't know. We might have that might have to be the teaser for the next episode.
It might be. Maybe.
Gilly.
Yeah, I was like, is this a monkey or what is this? It's also bamboo is also used in folk medicine to heal infections and wounds due to its antibacterial bioagent called bamboo kun.
Bamboo con. Okay, my thing is
No, don't do
yeah, sorry. A guy got canceled on the radio for doing something like that. Sorry, that was his name was like
that.
Morris.
Was insensitive.
Yeah. Well, I'm just trying to do it as like how they would do it.
Because you want us to get canceled?
No, okay, I'll stop. I'm a white guy. But it always makes me wonder, how does a plant produce stuff? Like antioxidants and antibodies and stuff like that.
Just like how you're producing sweat right now, they can produce other things.
Okay, good answer.
Okay. Yeah, if you're low on sodium, just take a lick on your shoulder.
Really? Does that work?
Well, yeah, there's like salts in your sweat.
Right?
Right?
Where's the salt coming from? I didn't eat nothing salty today.
I think it's just, I don't know, I'd have to look it up. I'm not like into
Health.
No, I'm not into like biology.
You know what? It's crazy. I'm gonna say this on the air too.
What?
I feel like this is our best episode yet.
Okay, well you can just say that for every episode, just like Maury and
Maury, you are not the father.
all of those, they'll be like the night. Oh, and the Bachelor and Bachelorette, they'll be like, this is the most dramatic episode of the season.
Oh, that's true. They'd be
every
I mean,
episode.
not like I'd be watching Bachelor.
But you know that they do that.
Yeah,
they gotta hype it up.
They gotta hype it up, just like this Jake Paul versus Tyron Woodley fight.
Okay, no, we're not doing that.
Woo, woo!
We're not doing that.
Okay, sorry.
I'm canceling you. Okay, so with the antibacterial agent, it actually eliminates and prevents 70% of bacteria, which is pretty good.
That's almost like Listerine.
Right. It's like the hand sanitizer that people were making during the pandemic.
That was killing people?
Straight. You're on a whole different podcast. What the heck are you doing?
Remember, I'm always kind of that conspiracy guy, okay?
You want to do a conspiracy podcast.
But then you didn't hear about that, that hand sanitizer that was killing people?
Were people drinking it?
No, they weren't drinking it. It was like, I mean, maybe, I don't know. Well, I don't know what they were doing. I'm not other people. I'm sorry.
Are you done? Are you done?
Yeah.
Are you done? Okay.
Yeah.
70% of bacteria. Okay, so now that you know all the facts.
Yeah, you got a story to tell, don't you?
I got a story.
I'm gonna wait.
Okay. You can still make your comments during this if you want to.
I'll lean in like this.
Okay. So, do you know what was happening in 1945? Little history.
The bamboo crisis of 1945.
Close.
There was almost no more bamboo left.
Think about history.
History repeats itself.
Okay. Sure. Okay, just lean back again.
Okay.
Okay. In 1945, the U.S. used atomic bombs during World War II to invade Japan. Many people...
Okay, time out. To invade Japan? No, I think that was more of a response of defending.
Okay, well, I was on... to defend myself, I have been out of high school for a long time, and history was not my best subject.
Okay, sorry, go on.
So I'm just going off of the documents that I quickly Googled.
Okay.
So these were the bombings of Hiroshima and what was the other one? Nagasaki?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay. So when people were killed during those bombings, a lot of people obviously died. And then people who survived the initial attack actually continued to die due to burns, radiation sickness, injuries, and other things due to the bombings.
Right.
Did you have something else you wanted to add?
No, I just want to say, right, yeah, it was mostly radiation.
Right. Because there was so much radiation in the atomic bombs that people were like suffering for months and months afterwards.
You know what's so crazy about all this? Is that during that time, the A-bomb or the nuke or whatever, it was the biggest bomb to ever go off. But you know what's wild? And this is why I always say peace. You know, we need peace. Is because...
Is that what you always say?
Yes. Okay. There's bombs with a bigger radius, a bigger blast radius, like bigger mushroom cloud and stuff that we own today. But anyway, you can continue.
Why? Okay, so I read this article and they were calling it Agent Orange. And all I can think about was Donald Trump. So, since we're getting political, I guess, why did they call it the atomic bomb the Agent Orange? Since you know so much about history.
Well, I don't know about that. I did not know, never learned about that. I mean, maybe it was because it was just
I
like,
guess
it was hot, you know, and you get tan.
Yeah, no, they said in the article I was reading, they were like, it was so many times hotter than the sun. It was like 3 or 4 times hotter than the sun.
Right, so like,
Maybe that's why.
so calling somebody an Agent Orange is pretty insensitive.
They weren't calling somebody, they were calling the bomb.
Okay.
Or like the materials in the bomb Agent Orange.
That's wild. That's crazy. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So these people are suffering from these bombings, and the wildlife and the nature dies along with the bombings.
Mm-hmm.
Like, everything's cleared out. If you've seen pictures of it, it just looks completely dead. All the leaves and trees look shredded, right? Have you seen pictures before?
Yes.
And you remember them?
Yes. I've seen pictures and I don't want to remember them.
Yeah. It's scary.
The nuke it was a mean thing.
So all of the plants and the animals and the people gone has changed the ecosystem for decades. But in a spring of hope comes a bamboo shoot.
That hard to beat bamboo.
It is the first plant to re-sprout after the bombings. Isn't that insane?
That's good.
And because it has all these benefits, and of course it's been so much time and things have built back up and stuff, but it's just insane how much good can come out of one plant.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know, like there'll be like a volcano eruption or something. Anytime there's natural disasters, and then there's disasters that we caused. I think that, you know, like, we don't realize how persistent or
how much impact one decision a human makes can make on the planet for years and years.
That too, but like the ecosystem bounces back.
Well, right,
they
but
come
it
back
shouldn't
and
have to.
Well, right, but like, okay, what if it was just like a natural fire?
You know what I like
You know
to
what I
look
mean?
at is pictures of like abandoned buildings or abandoned amusement parks, and it'll be all covered in plants, and you're like, in my mind I'm saying to myself, if that place was not abandoned, do you think those plants would be there? No, they wouldn't, because somebody would be spraying them, someone would be mowing them. People being in a space kills off plants and wildlife.
It's true.
And it's cool to look at those pictures because you're like, that tree wouldn't be growing in the middle of the Ferris wheel, you know, if we were still taking that park.
I agree. I think that those pictures are pretty cool, you know, and there's a lot of those where they'll actually let you walk around and tour it and stuff. But like, nature is just, it's persistent. It comes back harder than it did, you know, in the past. And you know, living where I'm at now, I feel like nature is a beautiful thing, but it's also a cruel thing, you know, because I'll walk out after the garage opens up, you know, and I'm on my way to work, and I'm just stuck with spider webs, man. And I'm like, dude, I hate spider webs so much. But you can't see a spider web. You're not going to just go around killing every spider web. But it's persistent, you know. In nature, in plants and animals, they're just persistent things, you know. They will fight to survive. As a matter of fact, today I watched a video of like a doe deer. Okay, so a doe.
A baby?
No, that's like a fowl, I think, or whatever.
Oh, you're talking about a female deer.
A female deer.
Okay.
And, okay, it was in heat, but it was just getting...
Also, a baby is called a fawn.
A fawn, okay. But this one's a doe, and it was in heat, and it just so happens that a guy stumbles across this buck, and he's also in heat, and they breed, but they breed for, I don't know, he said something around 3 to 4 hours, and he thought that the doe was about to die.
This creepy man is just watching these deer mate, though?
Well, he was like a hunter, so I think he was just kind of waiting for a clean shot or something. But
Okay.
eventually, he like brought the deer back to life, but it wasn't even him. It was just because all he did was rub its head. It was the doe itself knowing, okay, I gotta live,
The doe was probably like, get away from me, man. Like, who are you?
Well, he helped so that the other buck would stop, doing his thing, She was exhausted, and he's keep on doing his thing. And so then this guy comes out of the woods like, hey, man, you had enough. Go on. But
You're right.
I just think that animals are, and plants,
they persist, whether it's mating or growing in the cracks of your cement.
or surviving.
Yeah, that's the point, is to survive and to live, and if that means you gotta...
Is the point to survive or to thrive and
Well,
feel alive?
The point of a plant and an animal is to survive.
Okay.
The point of humans, because we have brains and a conscience, is to thrive.
Animals have a conscience too. Remember, the
All dogs go to heaven.
The octopus, episode, they have a conscience too. They know what they're doing. It's right and wrong. But anyway.
I just think that you gotta be respectful. Like when I work with kids, I tell them, like, if you're outside, don't kill an animal or a bug or whatever. You're in their house when you go outside. So when you open the garage door, you are in that spider's house now. So don't kill it.
Technically, no, he was on the inside of our garage.
Then you gently take it out and you put it out. Now, there is exceptions, I think.
Oh yeah, what do you want to kill?
I think the exception is like...
wasp nest.
No. Well, maybe.
No to wasp nest?
A nuisance that is on your or inside of your home, like a mouse.
Okay, yes, I hate mice.
Because then they're going to take over your environment. And yes,
pack rat.
That's selfish, but also we have to survive too. And so it goes back to survival of the fittest. If we're going to be able to kill them, then we get to survive and thrive.
You know how, okay, so if nobody knows this, Amanda's a vegetarian. And she, she does it for all the right reasons. But let me ask you, Amanda, if we were to kill a mouse, would you let me barbecue it and eat it? And serve you some?
No.
Okay.
Would you eat a mouse that you found in your house?
It depends on how the mouse looks before I put it in the cooker.
I am sickened.
Have you? I mean, I've eaten squirrel legs. Shout out to Brian Accord and his brother. I forgot his name. People who work with my dad. Shout out to you guys. Thanks for the squirrel legs. Whoop whoop. Okay. Well, I think that sums up the episode. You know what? Love yourself. Love animals. Love creation. Love plants.
Yes, plant a plant. Plant a bamboo. Get a bamboo for $1 at Lowe's. And see how fast it grows. Like, get a measuring tape and measure it every day.
Do that. All right, well, Fun Guy Jack and
Amanda.
We'll be signing out now.
1,
2, 3, 4.
What?
What are we saying?
Bye.
Oh.
2, 1.
Bye.